African National Congress Youth League. Basically, if I would explain the process, we have elections each and every year here at this university. The students vote. The capacity of students in this university is around about 2,000 students studying here at the University of the Kingsley campus. So each and every year we've got elections that are run by the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, and we've got various political organizations contesting, which is the ANC Youth League, South African Student Congress, which is also in alliance with the ANC Youth League, the Democratic Alliance, which is student organization DASO, which is the youth wing of the Democratic Alliance. And yeah, and IFP, which we've got, what's this? Sadesmo is part of the IFP, one of the political organizations based nationwide. Coming to give you a background of this university, as Clayton has just said, I think it's the best person to explain what we call African Renaissance when we call about nationalization of our country. This university is a young university. From 2005, it was established in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. 2005, it was formerly known as Rand African University. Meaning it was predominantly based for African people or English students. So black people were not allowed to further studies. Basically, they were not allowed to. They were not perceived as capable enough to come to university. They were not enlightened or given the opportunity to be here at the university. Since its establishment during the 1940s and so forth, it has been like that. After it merged with the West University, with Vista University in Soweto, I don't know if you've been there. You've been to Soweto, so you know the Vista University. It was Vista University. Basically, also that university, it was for integration. Black people were allowed there. But in 2005, it was known as Vista University. We've got the Mountain Road campus, which was known as the West Technicon, only for diplomas and BTECs there, and the Down Patrick campus. The South African government therefore decided to merge all these universities and make sure that integration and diversity takes place. In 2005, this university was formed. As I'm saying, that it's a pretty young university. So after the formation of this university, that's when diversity took place. We saw black people, Indians, and colors coming to the university. The South African government also enforced what we call a quota, to say that there must be a certain number of black people, remembering that in South African terms of black people, we include Indians, we include colors, we include Chinese, and so forth. So that quota stated that the previous, I think it was 70% of black people must be admitted to the university each and every year. Therefore, as I said, in the scope of black people, we had those colors, we had those Indians, we had those Chinese coming to the university. And I think 3 years ago, this university also established what we call the international office, making sure that we've got international students from across the country, across the continent as well. We've got students from Germany, students from Hong Kong, students from other African countries, such as Kenya, Congo, making sure that they are part of this university. So they've been running for the past 3 years. Let me come to the purpose of student governance or student representative council. I think 2 years back, it was the first time where a black organization, black campus organized the elections. Basically, it was known as the Democratic Student Organization, as I said, DASO, which is predominantly white people who were in charge of student governance. So the first time we won 8 out of 10 portfolios in student governance, which we know that student governance is the highest structure in the university, getting to have 2 seats in MEC, that is members of the Executive Council, and 2 seats also in Senate. And then last year we won all 12 out of 12 positions in the history of the university, making sure that ANC League won, or well, the victory came from ANC League winning all seats in student governance. And as I was elected as chairperson of the Student Representative Council, and the other members are also there in the office. Maybe, I don't know if Clement is going to take you on a tour around campus and all of them. But basically our duty is to represent students. You must know that African students, basically in South Africa, they've got a lot of problems. Financial problems, meaning they don't even have money to register to come to university. As you can know that the average fees in this particular institution around about 30,000 for a student. And you find a student coming from a poor background, a student who basically they don't even have a house, they stay in a shed. There's only one parent passed away or left on. So those are the problems that students face on a daily basis. They come to register, they don't have money for registration. Our main priority is to make sure that they have finances. And it's a difficult task, as maybe you have seen in the newspaper during the month of January, where we even have a stampede outside of one of our campuses. As the SRC, we also have what you call the UGSRC Trust Fund, which per year we raise about 3 million. But due to the last year's financial crisis and so forth, we only raised about 900,000 from the 258,000 students we could have assisted. We only end up assisting around about 40 students on this campus only. So the financial constraints have been a lot in this particular campus. We've got also academic exclusion, where you find that students who don't have a solid background coming from high school, coming to the university, are not able to pass. And as they come from this high school, they come to university, they meet a new atmosphere, it's a new challenge for them, they get to face, and the university's got a policy to say that if you don't pass 60% of your modules, they exclude you. And those are mostly also black students that we face here. So the task is a lot coming to there to say that how do you assist this particular students who come from this certain background, and when they have to come to university, it's a new challenge for them. They don't have the resources. Some students, the worst case I think this year we have seen also, a student was coming from Limpopo, from one school. He got 7 distinction. But at the end of the student can't even use a computer. So those are the circumstances that you still find that there are other parts of South Africa where you find students who still facing the problems that we had prior our democracy. So I think also coming towards the South African government, also as the political structure in this university, we try to advance there to say that how is the government really assisting the youth of South Africa? How is the government really meeting its initiatives? That's one thing that you know through the media that